channel, y'all. So today we are talking about the importance of isolation, but we are revisiting this topic. In the past, when I did the video on this topic, I had just moved back into my parents' house and I just got scammed out of $3,000. Oh wow, look at this. Boy. But anyway, I just got scammed out of $3,000. I had gotten to a really bad argument with a person that I thought was a friend at the time. Why am I lying? I did not think she was my friend. But I cared about her though. So let me say that. A person I cared about very deeply at the time. And yeah, I had finally hit my breaking point with all of those emotions that I was holding in. So it was very hard time for me. So I had to isolate myself and really reconstruct who I was and what I wanted for myself and go back to me. And it was a necessary period, but I feel like that time that it happened, it was a culmination of just me holding in so much. Whereas this time, I feel like this period of isolation is because I'm about to be thrust into something new, and God wants me to have a very firm grip on who I am, who He is, and who He is in my life, and how I'm going to maneuver with Him in my life. And so He's like, look, you need to get away from everybody and anything that is noise and focus on me. So that's what I'm here talking about today. That period before the level up, the isolation. So let's get into it. These seasons in your life are probably the most important. I feel like the hardest seasons in your life are probably the most important ones. I mean, that's why they're so hard, because it's developing such strong character traits in you. So like, these are going to be the foundational aspects of your character. These are going to be the things that like basically make you you. So like, when you're going through that and you're going through those seasons, like, try to remember, like, this season is developing me into who I'm supposed to become, or who I'm supposed to be in this world, or who I'm supposed to be so that I can help someone else become something, whatever the case is. You know, it's supposed to happen that way. And it's very important. So the first thing that I realized I was gaining when I was in this season of isolation was perspective. You know, versus the last time I was really isolated, it wasn't so much about learning how to maneuver in the outer world as it was learning how to maneuver my inner world. So it was like an internal perspective. But this time I feel like it's kind of like a bird's eye view. Like, I'm able to step outside of the environment that I'm in, because of I'm isolating myself. So I was able to step outside of my environment and watch my environment move without me there. And yeah, it was very eye-opening. I was definitely able to see areas of improvement within my life, as far as taking away some of the fun things I like to do, like going out for happy hour and all that stuff. It just gave me the perspective that I'm good without it. And like, you know you're good without that stuff, but like, when you're doing it all the time and you're always spending your money and you're always out with your girls and you're always hanging out, and then like you don't, it's a shift. And it definitely messes with you for a second. You'd be like, dang, I can't do nothing. And like, don't even get me started on the fact that like people be broke, and like, you should be feeling crappy. You should be like, oh, why am I so broke? But my mom sister taught me something. She was like, we're not broke. We're prioritizing because your bills are paid, right? And I was like, well, yeah, I'm keeping up with my payments. That's true. I just don't have fun money. And she was just like, okay, well, then you're not broke. You're just prioritizing. So I was able to gain that perspective as well. So I was just able to start to see things from a different point of view. I had my phone because I wrote down everything, because you gotta write an outline. Okay, this month we are getting back what we put in. So I'm making sure I outline, and I'm gonna go back and watch all these videos and everything. So, oh, God is stretching me, y'all. But anyway, yeah, I was definitely able to get that perspective. I was also able to detect areas of improvement. Like I said, the finances thing, like being able to prioritize and see like, okay, I really don't need to turn up all the time. I really don't need to indulge in my vices at all, really. Like, that's what I'm starting to see. Like, I don't need to indulge in my vices at all. But I mean, I'm not ready to say no to everything just yet, but I've definitely cut down. Like, I don't drink liquor anymore at all. It's been months since I've drank liquor. Like, it doesn't agree with me. I can't do it. It just, that part of that chapter of my life is closed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't plan on reopening it either. I'm good without it. Beer and wine me, please. But yeah, just you're able to see areas of growth. You're able to heal certain things. There was a point in my life where, I would be like, oh, I'm not drinking no more. But like, come on. I was definitely a happy hour the next day. And like now to say that I've gone months without it is, I feel really good about that. I feel great about that. So I've been able to grow and just heal. And shoot, even with the healing aspect and having that time and space to yourself, it brings me to my second topic of just you create sanctuary in isolation. Like when you're by yourself, you just learn how to create sanctuary in yourself and just water yourself and nurture yourself, and you start seeing all the little areas that you were neglecting, and you're like, oh my god, like, self, I let that little corner get dusty. We're not dusty. Like, we're better than being dusty, and I let you get dusty, self. Like, oh my god. So stuff like that, you'll be able to celebrate yourself and create those routines of self-love. So for me, my sanctuary has been heavily focused on faith and God. Like, I've been very much tuning into my spiritual relationships and tapping into hearing God talk to me. And one way that I've been shifting my mindset to be more faith focused is just to, like, whenever I think about people, because I have an overactive mind, so it just, like, my thoughts run rampant, and I think that's just a side effect of being a visionary. Like, you just have a lot of thoughts and like you overthink everything, so that's just a side effect of it, I guess. I don't know. But whenever I think about a person or a situation, whether it makes me upset, happy, whatever, instead of dwelling on the thought, whatever it may be, I interrupt the thought and pray for the person. And that, one, it makes me feel happy because I'm like, wow, I pray for them. God's going to take care of them. It fills me with joy to know that God's going to take care of them because I asked him to. And God said, if you ask me to do something, I'm going to do it. And you just got to believe it like it's done. And I believe everything I ask. Like, every time I ask God for something, I believe it full-heartedly. God is not going to, like, I asked for this, he's not going to do it. Because he said, ask, receive, believe. Like, come on. Ask, believe, receive. Like, that's what he said. I'm following the ingredients. Like, I'm following the instructions, the structure. That's what you set up. That's what I do. So, like, it makes me feel better and keeps me in a happy state of mind and just fills me with joy to know, like, okay, God's gonna take care of them, whatever the situation is, even if it's good or bad. Like, I feel good when I pray for people that I don't like. Like, it makes me feel better because I'm like, dang, I didn't dwell on my negative emotions. I did the right thing. I negated the thought and I kept it pushing. Like, ooh, I'm getting better at this. Like, it makes me feel like I'm getting better at controlling my feelings and not letting people, disturb my peace. Because honestly, that's just really been a running theme for me, and that cycle is coming to an end, and I'm so glad. Like, I feel it coming to an end because it's not happening no more. That's why I'm not letting it happen no more. So the cycle's over, and I feel good about it. Like, I'm just very excited about where this is going. So isolation definitely gives you that time to create sanctuary and just find you. Like, you just find parts of yourself that you probably wouldn't have even paid attention to if you had all the noise and people and everything around you. So definitely take that time to be by yourself, y'all. I'm an advocate for being by yourself. People are irritating, okay? Annoying. For real. Look, I'm calling people annoying. I'm on YouTube trying to get y'all to look at me. Subscribe. Ain't I irritating y'all? This is a prime example of what I'm talking about. People being annoying me. We annoying, but like, I want you to subscribe. The last thing that I wrote down was strength. Oh yeah. Man, in your isolation period, remember I was talking about how like the shift from doing all the stuff that you're used to doing, and then all of a sudden just this 180, and you're like, you have to sit down, you have to not do anything, you have to completely change your routine, your structure, your life. That, first of all, that's traumatic. And anybody that tells me it's not, you're lying. It is traumatic to have to be forced to change your routines and shift into a 180 like that. That is a complete slap in the face. It is a traumatic experience, and it takes one heck of an individual to do that shit with a smile on your face. So anybody who has had to do that this year, and you had to do it with a smile on your face, and you did it, and you ain't fold, and you just rolled with the punches, and you got in the groove, and you did what you had to do until you got to this point right here where you're ready to step out again and get back to what you, not even get back to what you was doing, because you're a whole new being now, but you know, you ready to get back in a groove. Like, now you got the flexibility that if you wanted to go back to your old routine, you could, but you just better than that now, so you're not even gonna do it. All y'all, strain. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. We here, okay? Our third eyes are looking at each other, okay? Like, so yes, you definitely develop strength, like, and let me tell you, this part of your life will test you. It's not even just the routine, it is everything in your space. Because when you isolate yourself, one, you got people around you that you start going ghost on people. People just act crazy. Let's just keep it a buck. Like, people go wild when you just need a little moment to yourself, and I really don't get it. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand like wanting to be there for a person, wanting to console, comfort, all of that. I am an advocate for it. I am the first one to do it. I love that part of nurturing people. I love just being there for them. Like, that is probably one of the things that makes my soul the happiest. It's just being able to be there for the people I care about. So I get like not it not clicking immediately, but once the person says like, hey, like, I need a little space, or I need a little time, like, that is your cue to back the cluck up and let that person do what they have to do. But also, in addition to that, sometimes the isolation period is thrust upon you and you don't have any control over the situation. You have to isolate yourself, and you have to step away from the situation. You have to step away from people, and other people can't take that. And so you're stuck in a situation where you start seeing people's colors come out when they don't have access to you. It's like they're like crackheads or something, and you're like looking at them kind of like, I'm a person. Like, my life ebbs and flows. It has dynamics like yours. This is the dynamic right now. It will change, and then that one will change, and then it will change again, and it's gonna keep changing. And are you gonna keep tripping every time it changes? You get that with a lot of people, I would say. Even family. Like, even family don't understand what the isolation period is for. They're like, why don't I see you? Why it's been a while since I've talked to you, and all that stuff. And it's just like, sometimes you really just need that time to yourself to really cultivate yourself and get into what you are supposed to be doing, dive into your purpose, get the work done, do the hard stuff. And like, yeah, I'm ghost right now, but like, come on, y'all, I love to party. I'll be back. I just need time to adjust and grow up. And the last thing I will say that this period does for you is that it forces you to stretch yourself beyond your limits. Y'all, I knew what I was doing when I said the theme this year is challenge myself. I have, oh my goodness, I have just been through the mud and back. But I've learned that I am one heck of a hustler, and I can make it happen. I make things happen, and everything around me is a direct correlation of my mindset. So that's why the focus has been on positivity. And even when the thoughts pop up, you just pray it away. You pray for the people when the enemy tries to use people to make you feel things or trigger your emotions. You just pray for the people, and you go like, y'all, I challenge y'all to do that, because that by itself, that really just cuts out a lot of BS for me. Like, anytime I want to compare myself to somebody on social media, I'm like, oh, I'm thinking about a person, God, let's talk about it. Hey, I hope you bless that. Like, and it just shifts my whole mindset. I done forgot that I was even like doing the comparison thing. So this period has been very helpful, y'all. I know y'all can see the glow. I look real happy in the face, and like my locks are locking. I got locks, y'all. Told y'all it was coming a while ago. One of these videos I told y'all I was gonna lock my hair up. Well, I locked my hair up. I did it. I'm a grown woman, own apartment, locked my hair up, did the stuff I said I would do, and I'm back. So we live. But that was my video on the importance of isolation. Just to review everything, let's take it back. The first thing was perspective. Baby, you just get that bird's eye view when you just take yourself out the equation and you start looking at the numbers. You start really seeing how the maths. And sometimes it doesn't. That's when you gotta leave for real, and it's no longer an isolation period. It's a GTFO, and that's okay. Sometimes the isolation period is supposed to tell you to GTFO. It's growth, healing. Second thing the isolation period is known for is creating a sanctuary. Ooh, I'm doing this without the notes, y'all. Memory. Creating sanctuary gives you that space to heal, grow, nurture yourself, find the parts of yourself you've been neglecting, and love on them just a little more. And lastly, it just makes you one strong person. Like, you be going through so much when you isolate, because the world doesn't know. It's almost as though the world seems like it doesn't know how to function without you in it. And it's not the case, though. And that's the thing. I don't know why people act like that, but because it's not the case. But it's like, I know change is uncomfortable for everybody, and in any dynamic, whether it's career, friends, boyfriends, whatever, like, change is hard and it's uncomfortable, but like, you gotta roll with the punches. So that's the importance of isolation, people. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Hi, I'm Ted. I ain't Ted. I'm Jada. Jay White. That's my name. Y'all like when I get close to the camera? I like when I get close to the camera. Mainly because I can look at my face. But that was a video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And comment below. Let me know what you think. Follow me on Instagram at The Life of Jay White. If you're not hip, I am a digital brand strategist, graphic designer, all that jazz. So if you do need graphics and all that stuff, my calendar officially opens on Monday. So follow me at The Life of Jay White and turn on them post notifications so you know when the calendar opens, so that I can brand your purpose, because we are finishing the year right. Look, we are not going to let this economy get to us. We going to brand these businesses. We going to get this money, and we going to have fun, honey. All right. Bye now, for real. Y'all have a wonderful, fabulous, amazing Saturday.